Hey everyone, this is Mr. Everything, and today I'm pretty happy to do a 10,000 subscriber YouTube play button unboxing. I don't think too many people know. Apparently, there is a 10,000 subscriber play button, and I noticed I just hit it yesterday. I never thought I would have got that number. I mean, there's obviously a lot higher, but for me, pretty happy. I can't complain. So I got this package today, and I mean, there's not even like postage on it. So I mean, they really don't put much money into the lower end. I mean, there's probably millions of people with 10,000 subscribers. So they must have got someone just to drop it off, and there's no need to lick that. You might spread something, but you got something in here. I know. Let's see which way if it's put in. We'll put in the right way. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, that's really all I need. Like, wow. I mean, the name's spelled right. I mean, like, I go to like my local Domino's and they can't even get my name right, so that's pretty cool. It's better to, I guess, just be my nom de plume for reality. I mean, I'm happy about this. Now, I guess at the 10,000 subscriber tier level, you don't even get like the generic photocopied note. But I do know I've done something that almost every spam bot that copies the top comment and reposts it is accomplished, which is easily getting a huge amount of subscribers. But in all seriousness, I'm pretty happy about this number. I opened my YouTube channel, I believe it was right after Christmas 2008, so way back in the day, on an iPod Touch, back before I didn't have home internet, because we just weren't internet people. But I live in a apartment complex and was able to pick up someone else, so I always have to stand by the window on my brand new second gen iPod Touch. And I downloaded, that was one of the few apps you had was YouTube was built in, but yeah, just a bare bones selection back then. And some of my old, like if I go on a video that I found from 10 years ago that I commented on, it's like humiliating, like my brain function at that point. And I posted my first video in 2011. It was like just for school, so it was kind of cringe. And then my first one I was pretty proud of was when I had a Dodge Stealth. And this was obviously before YouTube was so saturated. So I tried to make the best like style of review on that car that I could at that time. And then I got kind of serious about YouTube in 2014, where I really wanted to catch on and tried to just learn off of other people that I liked and take bits and pieces here and there. And I guess just for fun, the story of my channel name started out as Big J619D3. That was like my first email, and I used that for like username for pretty much all my emails back then. The Big J, that was like one of my names I came up with in school. And the 619 was because I was like, a big wrestling fan, so I liked Rey Mysterio back then, and even though I'm not from California. And the D3 was actually, when I made it, this was like, I don't know, I'm not even a teenager yet, so I don't know anything about what I'm doing when I first got on the internet. So you couldn't use Big J619 because someone already was taking it. And I liked, so I was trying to, like, sweating to death, like, scared of what do I do now? Do I call customer support? But, so I figured out I was going to do 3D, because that was the other, I liked the Dudleys, and in TNA they were called Team 3D. So I was like, I'll be Big J619 3D. But somehow it was D3, so I don't know, now that I'm getting a little bit older, when you look back, it's like, was my brain even working? Like, how did I not know that I put D3 and not 3D? So I'm not sure what my problem was there. And I actually do think that username still shows up on my URL. I do have a custom URL that I made. Then when I got a little more serious and I was like, I don't want that. I don't want to say that every video. I use Jay Lethal, another wrestling reference. I like the wrestler Jay Lethal. And since my name's Jared, I was going to just say the letter J, Lethal. I use that as my Xbox and PSN gamer tag. And I kind of thought, again, I don't want to do just gaming. I want to do other things. So I don't want to say this is Jay Lethal. And the last and Mr. Everything, what I've gone with, is also a wrestling reference. and it came from the man who hails from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy. And I was like, well, I don't want to be just a gaming channel. I don't want to just do cars, or maybe it would benefit my channel more if I just did one topic. But I have different interests, and I'd rather cover everything. So I thought, well, Mr. Kennedy, and I want to cover everything, so I'll just be Mr. Everything. So that's how I came up with that. And if you can find that sweet spot back in 2014, you could actually find where I kind of did like an ode to Mr. Kennedy with my intro, but obviously it's way too long, and it's pretty cringe, and I just sound like a maniac. But if you're going to do that, I mean, that is the whole reason for social media, is just to be a fool, I suppose. But I don't do that anymore. I had some nicknames for myself. Again, as you get older, I mean, deep down, I still believe them. I still have the ego, but I'm not going to preface all my videos with that. If I get to maybe like 50,000 or 100,000 subscribers, then maybe I'll be a fool on every video, because I think that's what the world wants. And I've been sticking with this name ever since. Hopefully I don't get sued or anything. I think there might be some like cafe in like South America that's called that, which I don't know. I think I started using this name before that, and it's just a YouTube name. I mean, how many people are called John Cena, or some copywriter near The Undertaker on YouTube? It's just a username. I'm not using it really as a business name. So maybe I should use all that sweet YouTube revenue and get myself a rich half Asian lawyer to copyright it, maybe, but maybe in the future. But beyond that, I mean, I'm happy. I appreciate all the subscribers. I'm sure some are inactive, some are spam, and I know just how it is. People don't get notified of the videos and the algorithm, but I still appreciate it. I never thought I would have got to this number, and I do know, I've seen it with so many channels, and these are channels bigger and better than me for sure, but it's always that first few thousand. That's the hardest, and then 10,000. I mean, it's just a snowball effect. When you have this number, they come in bigger numbers and they come in faster. So it wouldn't surprise me if one day I do get to 20,000 or 50,000. Obviously, you have to keep putting out videos. You have to keep trying. You don't want to take long breaks. I get everyone has things going on in life, but for me, I'd love to make this a full-time job. I am putting more effort into it. You got to balance it. You don't want to just spend a ridiculous amount of money on products or equipment and nobody watch it. Sometimes you're best for those quick little videos on something stupid that's what the people, that's what works. So there's really no true formula. It's just you got to just try everything and kind of see what works out. And again, that's Mr. Everything for you. So I guess I have to provide my own frame for this, which is fine. So I'll get to hanging this up, and I appreciate it. I appreciate all the subscribers. Hopefully I don't get like purged and go back down under the number, then I look like an idiot, at least more than I already do. But I hope you enjoyed the 10,000 subscriber play button unboxing, unenveloping. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll be here to see me in the next one. Have a good one.